Cracking the code to excellence is so important nowadays that you shouldn't miss this video, so watch out and listen to the end. Why exactly is cracking the code to excellence to unlock your full potential in any area of life so important? Well, if you really think about it, if you have a skill like, let's say, copywriting or teaching, and you improve that skill to the maximum, and video games also have, for example, strength, and you improve that to the maximum, you can be a champ in that area, and you have such a mastery of such one skill. It's very likely that you're also going to be able to make money out of it, to make it profitable. And really, you shouldn't believe all this jack of all trades BS. So don't be mediocre in several things. Instead, be a chat, be a master in one thing. That's far better than to multitask, be ordinary, be an NPC in several tasks. No, be the NPC, be the main character in one task. Now, let's get right to explaining how you can master one skill to the maximum. Honestly, there are only 4 steps you need to achieve that. And on paper, they're very easy. But in reality, well, that's a different story. The 4 steps are research, implementation, practice, and consistency. These are the 4 steps to achieving mastery in any area of life. So now you may have some issues regarding these 4 steps, some thoughts that really block you from wanting to do those 4 steps. And I'm going to dismantle them for you, okay? So listen carefully and be open-minded to what I'm going to say now. So first of all, implementation. Research. If you research something, for example, about, let's take again teaching. If you make research about teaching, you can learn stuff that teachers know, you can learn the secret methods to teach people more efficiently, and so on. This is probably the most easiest step, and you probably also won't have any issues regarding this step. But after this comes implementation. It's already a step harder than the first one. So after you've researched all that knowledge, information, after you gathered all that information to your head, you should implement what you've learned. For example, with teaching, you can, if you have a sister, if you have a mother, whatever, you can ask them to listen to you. So you can teach them about a specific topic and you want to teach them about. This is how you implement the things you learned into your teaching. Now, this is the first step where you may have some limiting beliefs in your head right now. If you have problems implementing what you've learned, then you should do this. For that, we have to go back to the first step. While you do the research, write down your notes on them. Then, turn them into actionable steps you have to take. For example, let's say one thing you wrote down, look people into the eye while you're teaching them something. That's something you wrote down. Make it into an actionable step and write, I should look people into the eye while I teach them something, or something like that. Then, now the only thing you have to do is follow your own actionable step that you wrote down for yourself. That's it, actually. Now, to the third step. No, the first one was research, then implementation, and now practice. This is perhaps the most important one, or the second most important one. Because if you don't practice what you've learned, then how can you expect to be a master at learning that skill, to become a champ in that skill? If you don't practice, you can just forget about it and just get out. So practice is probably the main building stone to become a champ in any area you want to become a champ in. Now, if you have some, once again, limiting beliefs regarding wanting to practice that skill, I've got 2 solutions for you. First one is you should have tasks for the day. Hope you write down what you should do for the day, at least have that in mind, and then you strive to achieve those tasks. Really. Hope you're already doing that. If not, start now. So, back to practicing. Write down practice of that specific skill you want to master as also one of your tasks. If you do that, then it's more likely that you're going to do it, since it's one of the tasks you wrote down for yourself. Second one is that you should invite your friend, your sister, your brother, whatever, someone to practice with you, to make it more fun. You can also make it more fun by, with other things, but inviting someone to do it with you is probably the most effective way. So make it fun. Now, let's talk about the last of the 4 steps, consistency. Now, consistency is something I still struggle with to this day, but not with this issue. I struggle with it in regards to me staying on self-improvement every day, staying productive every day, because there are still a lot of days where I slip up and fall back to my bad habits. But I'm still striving to improve in that area. Now, as for you should also do that if you have problems with consistency. But in this case, I've got 2 possible solutions for you. First one is, if you have problems with that, the first one is hold yourself accountable. For example, make a tracker, write it down, and write down when you've done that practice, and when you haven't. And at the end of the month, at the end of the week, you can see how often you've done it and how often you've not. To make this more effective, you can ask your friends or someone you know to keep you accountable themselves. So they ask you whether you've done it or not. And if you haven't done it, you probably don't really want that, right? So keep yourself accountable with whatever methods you want to choose. The second one is more basic. Remind yourself of why you even want to master the skill. Why? Think to yourself now. Why do you even want to master that one specific skill? And if you found your reason, remind yourself when you nearly slip up, why you don't want to slip up and why you want to practice this skill. Remind yourself. And now the last issue may be that you don't really want to put in the hard work. Now I'm going to tell you about my own opinion. If you don't want to put in the hard work, you're a pussy, honestly. You're willing to put in the hard work into keeping yourself addicted, into playing video games, into watching porn and all that stuff, but not willing to put in the hard work into improving yourself and to become the best version of yourself. Really? If so, and you still don't want to put in the hard work, man. If so, then I've got one word for you. You are pathetic. I'll say it again. You are pathetic if you aren't willing to put in the hard work into improving yourself, and if you still put in the hard work to keeping yourself addicted, to keeping yourself weak, and all that stuff. Let's move on. I've laid out 4, if not even 5 steps for you to become a master, to become a chat in any area of life you want to become one. So, if you found some value in this video, and if you like this video, please don't forget to like and share this video. And if you want to find future value on this channel and value it now by watching my other videos I've got on my channel right now, please don't forget to subscribe. It will also help me out a lot, as it will do the same for you. That's all I've got for today, and I'll see you next time. Peace out, bro.